Welcome to Life on Lilac.
A video diary of what we've been up to since moving our family 1,000 miles from Dallas to Michiana.
We moved here to grow our ministry, but there are a lot of things happening as we set up our new life here. So we thought it would be fun to document some of that.
And to share it with friends and family back home.
Hey, are you ready? You wanna go outside for a little while, Boomy? Wanna go? Come on. Look at that angry tail. Come on. Yeah, I thought so. Let's go. Last night I had the goal of cleaning off the porch. That didn't quite get done, but my other project was to finish the edging of this bed here in the side of our house, and I've gotten actually a lot done. Come on. It was a little rainier than I had anticipated, so it was really muddy and hard to work, but are you coming? No, he's not coming. I'll show you in a minute. I really need something to hang this hose on. There's no water spigots in the front or the side yard where all the plants are. So much to do still. We are 13 days into owning this place. I missed a rabbit. Did you see? You saw it. Boomy, you see that bunny? Right there. Anyway, I finished edging all of this all the way up to the bay window here. I'm gonna have to continue edging, forever. It's gonna be like a constant project until things get a little more established. But yesterday, this was the hardest area. This was all filled with catmint or catnip, and it was really gross and filled with spiders. Thousands and thousands of spiders, and I love spiders, but this is too many spiders for me. So I pulled all of those out with my hands, and I'm sure I left some roots. That's why I'm not planting anything back in there. I want to be able to continue to pull that out. But I'm going to put some herbs in here. I got these herbs recently for a deep discount because they were looking pretty bad. So I got these little 4-inch pots for 75 cents. And then I got these 8-inch pots and some tomatoes along with this oregano for $1.75. So that's amazing. Our first year here, we actually get to plant some things. And then these bricks were all around here, but you couldn't see them. They were all buried. And I thought if I edge this again with the bricks, they're probably just going to get buried again. And so I'd rather not have to dig those out over and over again because they're really heavy. Look how thick that brick is. It's at least double the thickness of a normal brick, and it's very, very heavy. So I made a little path here for me because I've been like leaping over these plants to get to the front of the house over there. So I made a little path, and then these two planters I brought from home. It was kind of an ordeal to get those in the moving van and not kill everything in them, but the boxes are looking okay. They look a little brown inside, so I don't really know. I guess they're recovering from trauma still. All my plants that I brought from home are doing that. But man, oh, hello. But I added some caladiums while we were still in Dallas, and this hosta, which I've had for a couple of years, and a little bit of this potato vine, and this one's actually looking really good. This one still needs to recover a little bit. But I also made a little platform for those because I kind of wanted to plant the boxes in the ground here, but again, with all that catmint, very likely to come back. I don't want to have to like weed around that for a while. So I'm going to got some dill and sage and oregano. Oregano is related to catmint, so I'm putting it far away from the other stuff, so I don't I don't want to put the wrong thing in my spaghetti on accident. Not that it would hurt anything. They are relatives. Anyway, I'm going to finish planting out this thyme. I got lots of thyme to go kind of all around and hopefully spill out a little bit, and then one rosemary. Some of this stuff will come back next year, some of it won't. Rosemary is barely perennial even in Dallas, so I know I'm probably going to lose that. Maybe I'll dig it up and save it for next year. Who knows? Who knows if I'll have the capacity for that. And then this is another project that needs to be done very quickly. We're getting through some of it, but this porch is terrible. It's been our catch-all for unpacking. I got everything planted. I had to take a break to help Donnie with something, but everything looks good. The sun is out, and I'm ready to see these guys start growing. There's one of my $1.75 tomatoes. Looking a little rough, but hey, it's making food. This is an echinacea I bought one of the first days we were here. And these, they don't look like anything. This is the echinacea I brought from home, and they're putting out new growth from the root. Sweet potato vine, looking very rough up here, but from the base, it is putting off new stuff. Everything's liking its new home. It's just having to recover a little bit from the trip. It was a rough trip in the back of Emma's car across the country. It's doing great though. I'm really surprised that everything looks so good. I'm going to trim up that tree right there. It's hanging over on both sides. I've treated poison ivy all underneath it, so I just need to be really careful and take out some limbs and get that cleaned up a little bit. Got some new tools. I got these Fiskars bypass loppers, little hand saw. Fiskars also. I'm pretty much getting anything that Walmart will deliver. You can see where I've treated for poison ivy. I definitely got some of the other plants with the herbicide. But look, it is really looking brown now. Look at that. I have to be so careful not to touch it because we are all allergic to it. And some of my family members have been hospitalized with poison ivy, so I'm not messing around at all. We're not going the organic route on this one, unfortunately. But like, that's poison ivy. Decorative poison ivy. There's a piece right there. You can see the 3 leaves. It hasn't quite withered yet. I think I just treated that one yesterday. So hopefully I'll still have some plants in here that won't die from it. I did not spray them, but they probably have some residual. Whatever this is looks really healthy. Oh, it's gonna bloom. Beautiful. And then look, those black-eyed Susans just popped up. This very old phlox. We saw a picture from the 60s that had phlox in it in this bed, so it's very old. And then here's the front side of the low wall, very low wall. The redbud tree is just a little out of control here. I want to be able to see the wall, and I also want to be able to see poison ivy that I need to treat. So there's some right there. I could barely reach that because it's underneath the tree. So I'm going to just clean this up very carefully. All right, I've gotten into it a little bit. I was able to use the pruners on all these. These guys are a little thick for pruners, so I'm going to use this saw. But as you can see right there, I don't know if I was able to spray that yesterday. But there is poison ivy right there. So I'm trying to be really careful not to let the branches fall down and touch that because the oils spread really easily. And I'm going to have to get on the other side and get that whole sucker right there. I'll leave this trunk. Yeah, there's a lot of cleanup to do here. That up a little bit. There we go. It's not bad. It does bog down a tiny bit. That's no big deal. And then it's just very flimsy feeling. All right, my time's up. I don't have any more time to work on this today. I wasn't able to take out that sucker right there because there is poison ivy down in there. Actually, that's not poison ivy, and that's not poison ivy, but that is. And I don't want to get too close to it until it's been treated for a while. So it's probably not as close as I thought it was, but still, I'm not messing around. So I just took that down to there, and it looks a lot healthier. It was approaching the power line, and so I did take one or two of the top branches that were just growing straight up. Just took those down, but you really can't tell because I took it down to the base of that branch and it looks natural. Nice, now I can get under there. All right, all done. Looks